Welcome back to Low Stress Math with Mrs. Bono. We are on Unit 1, Lesson 8, more solving equations with variables on both sides. I wrote the directions here so that you have something to look at when you're solving the problems. First, distribute to get rid of the parentheses, then combine like terms if they're on the same side of the equal sign. That is very important. I'm going to underline that, 2 underlines. Okay, get variables on one side of the equal sign and constants on the other. Use inverse operations like add or subtract, multiply, and divide, and check your solutions. You might not have to write it out, but you should at least use your calculator to check your solutions. And this is kind of important. Not every step for every problem. Only use the steps that apply to that problem. So let's get started. This very first problem here. This has distribution. It has variables on both sides. So start by multiplying what's outside the parentheses times what's inside the parentheses. So 4 times x plus 4 times 3, and then the equal sign. So 4 times x and 4 times 3. 2 times x and 2 times 6. Now, you have a kind of choice here. You can either change that to add a negative or leave it as just a negative. I'm going to leave it as just a negative for now. We'll talk about that later. So I end up with the equation 4x plus 12 equals 2x minus 12. Okay. I'm just going to draw a little line through my equal sign. To get from one side of the equal sign to the other side of the equal sign, you do the opposite operation. Now that is a positive 2x. I want to move the smaller variable to the larger variable. So I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides. And let's see what we get. 4x minus 2x is 2x. Plus 12 equals, now that minus sign stays with the 12. These are friends. They stay together to get negative 12. That's why I would have changed it to plus a negative 12, just to make sure it stays there. All right. I am running out of space. Minus 12 from both sides. And here we go. 2x equals negative 12 minus 12 is negative 24. If you didn't get that, check it with your calculator. Divide both sides by 2. Get x equals negative 12. Put a box around it because it's beautiful. And it doesn't say in the directions that I have to check this problem, but I'm going to. I'm just going to do it using my calculator. I don't have to do it, but I'm gonna, because I want to make sure I get it right. So, 4 parentheses. I'm going to substitute negative 12 for the x plus 3. Close the parentheses, and I get negative 36. Now, separately, I'm also going to do 2 parentheses, negative 12 minus 6. Close the parenthesis, and I get negative 36 for both of them. That means that this checked. Took me 2 seconds on the calculator to make sure I have the right answer. Now, it's just a few seconds. You can do this. All right, the next problem. Checkpoint 1. You do these problems. Pause the video and come back. I'll wait for you. Oh, you're back already. I don't even think you left. You should try problems. You're not going to learn math unless you do math. So let's do some math. All right. 3 times 2 and 3 times x. Oh, did that in the wrong order. 4 times x and 4 times 10. 3x plus 3 times 2 is 6 equals 4x. And I'm keeping the minus sign. 4 times 10 is 40. Now looking at this problem, 3x is smaller than 4x. So even though it's going to the right, and I don't like that, I would rather have a positive x. So I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides. Remember, to get from one side of the equal sign to the other, you have to do the this is a very loud bracelet, my apologies. To get from one side of the equal sign to the other, you have to do the opposite operation. So now I have 6 equals x minus 40. I'm going to add 40 to both sides. And 6 plus 40 is 46 equals x. Now, let's go back and check that using a calculator. Clear it. And 3 parentheses 46 plus 2 parentheses, it's 144. 4 parentheses 46 minus 10 parentheses, still 144. So that checked. I did it right. This side, oh, remember distributing negative signs. That means this gets changed to plus a negative, and that, there's a 1 between that negative sign. So I'm going to rewrite it, changing everything. Negative 9 times c plus negative 4 equals negative 1 times c plus 20. Because there's a 1 here, and this will be easier if it's adding a negative. So 9 times c, negative 9 times negative 4, negative 1 times c, negative 1 times 20. So all in all, negative 9 plus 36, because 9 times 4 is 36, negative times negative is positive, equals negative 1c, I lost a c, there, don't worry, plus negative 20. Okay, now I want all the c's together, and negative 9 is smaller than negative 1. It's more negative. It's further down on the negative number line. So add 9c to both sides. 36 equals 8c plus negative 20. Now I'm going to add 20 to both sides. $56 equals 8c. Divide both sides by 8. And 7 equals c. Oh dear, I don't like that. I'd rather have it say c equals 7. Yeah, let's do that. That's better. Now, again, I'm just going to use my calculator to check it. Just a fast check. Make sure I'm doing this right. There was a lot of steps in there. Negative 9 times 7 minus 4, and that's negative 27. And the other side, negative parentheses 7 plus 20 parentheses negative 27. So it worked. Yay! Making sure I'm doing the good maths. All right, let's take a look at this. Oh my goodness gracious me. That is a lot of a problem there. All right, I am going to separate things. So I have two sides. All right. And 2 times 4y, 2 times 3, 3 times 3, and 3 times y. I can change that to plus a negative, and I'm probably going to do that there also, but here we go. 2 times 8y. You see that? Yes, okay. 8y plus 6 plus negative 12y. All I did was change the minus to plus a negative. And then on the other side, 2y plus 9 plus negative 3y. I changed that negative to plus a negative. I changed that subtraction to plus a negative also. Now I can move things around on the same side of the equal sign so that I can combine like terms. So 8y plus negative 12y plus 6 equals 2y plus negative 3y plus 9. You can only move the terms around if it's addition, because the commutative property only works on addition. That's why you change subtraction to plus a negative. So, and I put parentheses around the like terms that I'm combining. 8 plus negative 12. The signs are different, so you subtract. 12 minus 8 is 4y. 12 is larger than 8. 12 is negative 4y plus 6 equals 2 plus negative 3. The signs are different, subtract 1y. 3 is larger than 2. It's negative, so negative 1y plus 9. Okay. Negative 4 is smaller than negative 1. So I'm going to add 4y to both sides. And yes, it puts the y on the wrong side. Yada, yada, yada. We're good with that here. It's 6 equals 3y plus 9. Subtract 9 from both sides. Let's see. 6 minus 9 is 3. Equals 9 minus 9 is 0, 3y. Divide both sides by 3. And y equals 1. Now, let's see. Go back and put that in there. Cleared. And 2, parentheses. 4 times 1 plus 3, close the parenthesis, 14. Okay. Now the other side. 2 times 1 plus 3 parentheses 3 minus 1. And I did something wrong. What did I do wrong? Oh dear. 4 plus 3 is 7, that's 14. 2 plus. My oh my. Go back and find my mistake. I feel like I did it right. Maybe the check is wrong. 7. Oh, I forgot the minus 12y on the first problem. Oh, goodness gracious. Look at me, all being a fool. I knew it was the check that was wrong. 2 parentheses, 4 times 1 plus 3 parentheses minus 12 times 1. And what do I get? 2. Okay. 2 times 1 plus 3 times 3 minus 1 is, wait a second. Now I have 2 and 8. That's just as bad. My oh my. I'm going to get back to you. Let's go on to the next problem. Don't worry, I'll check it and get it right somewhere. All right, so over here. I don't need, oh wait, this is checkpoint 2. Pause the video, do the problem. And I know where my problem is up here. Welcome back. This is 6 minus 9 for negative 3. I should have been dividing by negative 3 all along. When I went back and put it in the calculator, it worked. See? That's why you check things, to see where your mistakes are. And I don't like the way this is written, so I'm just going to rewrite it nicer. Y equals negative 1. And there is why we check things. Oh, you want to see the check? Of course you do. Why wouldn't you? 2 parentheses 4 times negative 1 plus 3 minus 12 times negative 1 is 10. On this side, 2 times negative 1 plus 3 times 3 minus negative 1 is 10. Voila. A bunch of negativity got in my way there. Here we go. For this one, I have to change this to plus a negative. It's going to be 4x plus negative 3 plus 2x equals 8 plus negative 3 plus negative 1x. Now I can move things to put the like terms together. 4x plus 2x plus negative 3 equals 8x plus negative 1x plus negative 3. Now combining like terms, 4x plus 2x and 8x plus negative 1x. 6x plus negative 3 equals 7x plus negative 3. Okay, 6x is smaller than 7x, so that's what I'm subtracting from both sides. Negative 3 equals x minus 3. Add 3 to both sides. And 0 equals x, or x equals 0. Let's see. I mean, I know that one's right because I kind of checked it already, but let's look at that. Thank goodness for calculators. They help us so much. 4 times 0 minus 3 plus 2 times 0 equals negative 3. 8 times 0 minus 3 minus 0 equals negative 3. See? X is 0, which is a little weird. Don't get that too often, but hey, why not? All right, this one I have to distribute before I can combine like terms. So 9 times W, 9 times 4, 5 times 3, and 5 times 2. So 9W plus negative 36 plus negative 7W equals 15W plus negative 10. That doesn't look like a 10, that looks like a 7. Thank goodness for whiteout. Come back here, you beloved whiteout. And negative 10. Okay. I'm moving things around to combine my like terms. 9W plus negative 7W plus negative 36 equals, and I don't have to move anything here, 15W plus negative 10. Okay, combine like terms. 9W plus negative 7W, 2W plus negative 36 equals 15W plus negative 10. I want to get all my W's together. 2W is smaller than 15W, so I'm going to subtract 2W from both sides. And negative 36 equals 13W plus negative 10. Add 10 to both sides. And negative 26 equals 13W. Negative 26 equals 13W. Divide both sides by 13. And W equals negative 2. Again, that's a lot of work, a lot of problem going on there. And I'm just going to check it on my calculator because, yeah, the probability of me making a mistake, very, very high. You saw it happen already once a video. So 9 times negative 2 minus 4 minus 7 times negative 2 equals negative 40. Okay, check the other side. 5 times 3 times negative 2 minus 2 equals negative 40. So it worked. Yay! Always use that calculator to check. All right, here we go. Oh no, it's fractions. They're like cooties. What do I do? What do I do? Least common denominator it. The least common denominator between 4 and 8 is 8. So everybody, and everybody, there's no parentheses there, times 8. 8 times 2 times 3 times 5. 8 times 2 minus 8 times 3 on top divided by 4, x equals 8 times 5 divided by 8, keep the x. Okay. 8 divided by 4 is 2. So now that's 2 times 3. 8 divided by 8 is 1, so that's 1 times 5. And I get this problem. 8 times 2 is 16, minus 2 times 3 is 6, keep the x, equals 5, keep the x. Did we do that right? It's going to be a fraction. You know how much I adore fractions. Okay. So add 6x to both sides. 16 equals 11x. Bring that up here. 11x equals 16. Yeah, I flipped it over. It's okay. You learn to live with these things. Divide by 11. And x equals, you can leave 16 over 11, that's fine. Or you could say x equals 1 and 5/11. Yeah, so I like this answer, but that answer is fine. Now go back and check it. You definitely, I'm going to use this to check it though. All right, so for sure, I want to check this guy. 2 minus 3/4. Use this to get off the fraction. Times, what did I say the answer was? 16 over 11. Close the parenthesis. You get 10/11. Now let's do this side. 5/8 times 16 over 11. And 10 over 11. Weird answer, still the right answer. Okay, least common denominator. Use the distributive property first. Well, okay, but I don't like doing that. 1/3 times x and 1/3 times 9. 6 plus 1/3 times x is x over 3. And 1/3 of 9 is the same as dividing by 3. So 9 divided by 3 is 3. Equals half of 2 is 1 minus half of x is x over 2. Okay, now I have to go back and get rid of all those fractions because I don't like them. Least common denominator here is 6. So everybody times 6. 6 times 6. 6 times x over 3. 6 times 3. 6 times 1. 6 times... Oh, there's a lot of 6s and I'm multiplying here. 6 times 6 plus 6 times x over 3 minus 6 times 3. I forgot the 6. Shh, don't tell anybody. Equals 6 times 1 minus 6 times x over 2. Okay, 6 times 6 is 36, plus 6 divided by 3 is 2x, minus 6 times 3 is 18, equals 6 times 1 is 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3x. Okay, well, at least the fractions are gone. 36 minus 18 is 18. I'm going to rewrite that up here because I have run out of space. 2x plus 18 equals 6 plus negative 3x. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but that's okay. Habit. I'm going to add 3x to both sides because negative 3 is smaller than positive 2. I get 5x plus 18 equals 6. Subtract 18 from both sides. And 5x equals negative 12. Divide by 5. And x equals negative 12 over 5. Or you could have x equals 2 and 2/5. It's fine. We'll do it this way. Because this is a lot going on here. And I definitely want to check things that have a lot going on. 6 plus 1/3 times, well, what happened here? Come on, Bono, what did you do? I had to change that to a 1/3. Okay. 6 plus 1/3 times negative 12 over 5 minus 9 equals 11 over 5. Now, 1/2 times 2 minus negative 12 over 5 equals 11 over 5. Well, I did it correctly. There was a lot going on there, though. All right, you guys do these two problems on the bottom and get back to me. I'll wait. Are you back? Okay, let's do the problems. Here we go. Least common denominator here is 4. So everybody times 4. 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. 4 times 5 over 4. X plus 4 times 6 equals 4 times 3 over 4 minus 4 times 8. Okay, that cancels. 5x plus 24 equals, forgot the x, 3x minus 32. Okay, subtract 3x from both sides. X plus 24 equals negative 32 minus 24 from both sides. X equals negative 56. Divide by 2. Running out of space. X equals negative 28. Not too horrible. At least it's a whole number and not a fraction. All right, all of this, distribute first. 1/4 times negative x over 4 plus 1/4 times 8. 1/4 of 8 is 2. You can do that on a calculator. Half of 6 is 3 plus x over 2. All right, the LCD of 4 and 2 is 4. So everybody times 4. 4 times x, 4 times 2, 4 times 3, and 4 times x. Okay. 4 times 9 is negative 4x over 4 plus 8 equals 12, not 6. 4 times 3 is 12. What was I doing 4 times 3? I'm getting 6. 4 times 3 is 12 plus 4 times x is 4x over 2. Okay, reduce things. That'll cancel. Negative 1x plus 8 equals 12 plus 4 divided by 2 is 2x. Well, that was a lot, and we're not even done with the problem yet. Okay. Add 1x to both sides. Eight equals 12 plus 3x minus 12 from both sides. And negative 4 equals 3x. Divide by 3. And x equals negative 4 over 3, which I'm going to check because when I get a fraction for an answer, I always worry and I check it. So there's going to be a lot of checkering here. Clear all that. 1/4 parentheses negative 4/3. Close that parenthesis. Oh, no, don't close that parenthesis. Plus 8, then close the parenthesis, and you get 7/3. The next one, 1/2 parentheses 6 plus negative 4/3. Close that parenthesis, and you get 7/3. So all that, and you still get it right. Well done. Talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.